Hey guys, welcome to the Tech Granth. Today we are going to solve the problem of reversing a linked list. So this is also a easy problem and it's a very common problem that is being asked around linked list. There can be several questions related to reversing a linked list. Like in this case, you have to reverse the complete linked list if it becomes little tough. So if the interviewer want to basically capitalize on this problem and ask you a further question which is little tough, so he can ask you that you reverse it in bunch and all. So we'll not get carried away, we'll solve those problems as well in my upcoming videos. And yeah, let us reverse this linked list. So what is the approach that we are going to take if you have to reverse a linked list? So since it is not like an array where you can get any location in an order of 1 or time complexity of order of 1, so you cannot get each and every element. And in linked list, like each element, the next element is connected to the first element using a pointer. So how do I reverse it? If I have to reverse all this list, there can be multiple ways to do it. Easiest way will be you use an additional basically you can use additional space. So you can form a stack data structure, you can use a stack data structure. You can just start from here from 1 and you put that node in the stack. So it can be something like you create a stack of this list node, and in this list node, in this stack, you add the node as you traverse it. So first you added the node 1, then you can add node 2, then you can add node 3, you can add node 4, and then you can add node 5. You can do something like this, and once you reach towards the end, that time you can start from the top element. Okay, so you can start from here from 5 and you can start building your linked list. So you can start like this. So 5 dot next, you can get the next element from the stack. So once you have 4, so 4 dot next, you can get the next element from the stack. And similarly you can get all the element. You keep on popping the stack and applying dot next to the element that you have popped, and that can be linked to the next element. So that is how you can do it in additional space. Now if you have to do it in a constant space where you just need to use the linked list that has been given to you, that is also possible. So what you can do is you can use pointers, and you can use multiple pointers to point to the various nodes, and this technique will be very handy to solve other linked list problems that you are going to encounter. So you start with a previous node. So in this case, the previous node will be null. It will be null here. You will have a current node and you will have a next node. So we will have these 3 pointers basically. So what we will do is we will every time we'll break a connection and we'll create a new connection. Okay, so since this is the first case scenario where one will be pointed to null, so what we will do is we will break this connection and we will mark that okay, one will now be pointing to null, which will be the current pointer will be pointing to my previous pointer. And after that what we'll do is we'll remove previous from here. We'll make the current node as our previous node, we'll make the current node as the next node as the current node, and we'll move next node one step ahead. Okay, it will be like this. Now when we have a scenario like this, then again I can say that okay, you break this connection and you make my current node point to my previous node. So I can do something like this. Okay, I can do something like this, and again I will move these. I will move my previous node, current node, and next node, and again do the same, take the same approach. So I will just create a node like this and then move like this, and again I will break this connection and I will make a connection like this and move all these. Okay, and finally I will break this connection and I will make a connection like this. It will be like this. So this is how my linked list will look in the end if I follow this approach, where I'm breaking the connection once and making the current node point to the previous node. So at the end of it, my previous node pointer will become my head, and starting from that head, everything will be my uh, everything will be part of my linked list. So now this will look something like this. So if you just reverse it, so this is what the output we are looking at. So it will be 3, 2 and 1. So we have basically reversed our linked list. So how do we solve this? Let us code for this approach. So we'll say linked list will create a previous pointer which will be pointing to null initially. We'll have a list node current pointer which will point to head. We'll have a list node next pointer which will also be null initially, and we'll say while my current is not equal to null, it means that I will traverse the linked list, the original linked list, basically this one. So I will traverse it till I reach this point. So basically till I reach this scenario where my current is pointing to null. So when when I traverse for the first time, so what I will do is I will like here I said that what we will do is we have initially we have null here. So this is where my previous and next pointer are present, and this is where my current pointer is present. So I need to make I need to move my next pointer first. So I will say that my next is equal to current dot next. Okay, so that way my next will move from here to this position 2. Now when I have a situation like this, I can point my current node to previous node. So I can say cur dot next is equals to my previous node. Okay, so I have broken this connection here and I made this connection. Okay, so currently I am till this point. I hope you guys are following. Now I just need to move my previous pointer to this place. Okay, so I will say previous now will become, will take the value from current. So this previous will be moved from here and previous will reach here, and I need to move my current now to the next node. So this should be moved here. So I will say okay, current is equals to whatever next node is, right? So my current will come here. So next time when I go into the loop, I will say next node is equals to current dot next. So it means that next will move here and we will follow the same approach. And in the end, when I reached here, my current pointer is pointing to the null. So when I return, the head of the reverse linked list will be my previous node. So when I say return, I will return the previous one. So that is all you need to do to reverse a linked list. Let us run the code. Seems okay, we'll submit it, and that's it. So that is the whole step that we need to do to reverse a linked list in position and in space. Basically we are not using any additional space. I showed you two ways to do it. One is without using any extra space. If you can use an extra space, then maybe you can go with the stack approach, but this one is pretty easy and it is saving the space also, so it's better to go with this approach. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.